What's with the get-up, Matt?
I'm not too sure yet, getting a report back on Monday. From what I've heard, tendon issue and a bit of bursitis, maybe a bit of frayed cartilage, but like I said, wait till the report.
What does that mean for your season this year?
I'm not too sure. Last year I dealt with this knee, left knee, and then got through it alright, but starting to play with my head a little bit. It's a little bit more painful, so I'm not sure if I'll compete just yet, because it's just a bit painful, cutting off range of movement, that type of thing.
Compete in the open or regionals?
Yeah, open, or if I made regionals. Yeah. Not a sure thing, but yeah, with the open, so if it's not better in a couple of weeks, I might just pass. I need a bit of longevity in the sport. I'm 23, so no need to rush. I'd rather hit things at about 100% rather than 80 and just be in pain the whole time, so got to see what's best for myself really.
What do you think about the workload and the volume that you have to train to try and make the games?
I think I'm starting to learn a little. I think I'm starting to learn a little bit more now. You get carried away, someone puts up a video of this lift and then someone else puts another workout up. You've already done your session and then you jump in and do something else in the arvo and it just builds and builds and builds, and then you start getting little niggles. But I think everyone's just getting a little too competitive. People have got to just calm down a little bit and worry about themselves. I'm a big one to blame for that. Get a bit sidetracked off what I should be doing and worry about what other people are doing, but that's a learning process of CrossFit really.
Swan.
Hey mate.
It's been a season with a couple of injuries for you.
Yeah.
How does that affect your ambitions to make it back to the games?
You have your good days and your bad days. You have your days where you question whether you've done enough, but I think that's every year, and I think every person's exactly the same. Can't really answer that until you're down there and competing, but I won't lie, it's played in my head a bit, but I'm very confident I'm a much better athlete than I was this time last year. I feel much better prepared this year than I was last year, and I feel more ready than I have the last 2 years. I haven't been sure of myself the last 2 years, and it's happened both times. This year I'm much more sure of myself. So.
Do you feel mentally stronger?
Yes.
How come? What do you think is different?
Just the training I've been put through this time round. I've been put through some absolute grinders of workouts that I probably would have looked at and gone nah in the past, to be quite honest. And I've just done them. I've done everything that's come my way, and injuries as well. Coming back from injury and having to work around those, I think has definitely improved my mental game.
So you're saying getting injured, getting through it, is making you mentally stronger?
Yes.
What's your background, Matt?
For sport?
Yeah.
I did athletics and rugby league when I was younger. Touch footy, I was taking all that kind of thing.
And what's your background for all the stuff you make on Instagram and your acting and Brazil and all that stuff?
I don't know, somewhere along the lines, got a chemical imbalance or something in my head, I don't know. I sit there, something pops into my head, I just get up and do it.
You see a lab and just think that looks good today, I'll do that, or like do you have a structure? Or?
I try squat, well I did. Tried to squat, deadlift, press, heavy once a week, and snatch and clean and jerk. There's some description, power, full squat, clean, jerk, that type of thing. And then like you said, might check out NC Lab and do their Metcons. Or if I feel like doing some rowing, I'll get up and row, that type of thing.
So, do you do strength once a day or twice a day?
Yeah, probably at least like once a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I give it a rest if I feel a bit shaky and that. If I've deadlifted heavy and my back's a little bit tight, I won't bother trying to like power snatch or clean and jerk or snatch, just because I feel like I can't get much drive through the floor.
Do you think much about with your Metcons, like the length of it, the length of workouts, you hitting intervals, you doing heaps of 100-minute stuff, or do you just
I like doing heaps of EMOMs. Probably my weakness is longer ones. I can hit short ones hard. Longer ones I start thinking a bit too much, that's my problem. So I do a lot of EMOMs, the longer ones, and then occasionally like a 20-minute AMRAP. I get a fair few rounds. Then short ones I try and throw in a lot of weaknesses, and my weakness is probably shoulder overhead, tricep and shoulder endurance. So I do a lot of that, ring dips, burpees with clean and jerks for reps, and yeah.
Many a question has gone around of late about your let's say risque Instagram posts. Can you explain what they're about?
You thank Drew for that. He kind of told me one morning, hey, it's Pants Off Friday. telling me to take my pants off. He's really like playing with fire. So naturally I took my pants off. It was relatively well received. To this date, it's the most liked photo I've put on Instagram. So actually, I was going to do it again.
What about that recent video you put up of you naked on the air dine? Brushing your hair back.
The air dine hasn't really been used at the gym very much since that. I'm very bored. I've got a shoulder injury at the moment. So staying a little while rehabbing. Spent a lot of time in the gym on my own. Mine tends to wander. Played that song a few times. I mean, fuck. I know what I'm going to do. Sit naked on my air dine.
If you, okay, you could pick one of these 3 options.
Okay.
You could win the CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Be as good an actor as Matt Healey or Leo.
Yeah.
Or you could have the voice of John Legend. Which one would you pick?
Ooh. That's a real tough question. No, but Leo's such a boss. I grew up in, both my parents were actors for like 20 years, so probably have to go with Leo.
Repeat after me, boys. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Shake gule. Shake, shake gule. Shake ofisa. Shake ofisa. Ofisa langa. Ofisa langa. Alanga te langa. Alanga te